retelling them to me and to my wife and to her sister at least 3 times. Actually, she was practicing her Chinese, and she is practicing her Chinese, spoken Chinese, in this way. Thinking about it, if you are here listening to my English channel, just like the old friends do here, they don't need to translate my English into Chinese before they understand my English. They don't need to do it at all. Actually, they are immersed themselves in the English environment created by Richie. At the same time, I ask them to speak right after my English, just like mimicking something I was saying here. I am saying here. And so they're always on the way to mimicking my English here. And the more they keep speaking, the faster they're gonna be. You know that? You should have that faster pace when you're following somebody's English. How can you get this faster pace? Only just start from some basic practice like mimicking firstly, keep following firstly, just from this easy English. And you got a chance to get that fast pace. When you get that fast pace, you can move to something like detailed practice. Keep retelling just like what my daughter does every single day. Because she is introducing us all the stories happen there at her school. And maybe at least 3 times. So, when you are doing the dubbing job in our community, after that dubbing job, and do you do any retelling practice? If you can't, and if you have very good job, you can do a very good job. Okay, that adding your own English into that short video, and maybe you can move to retelling practice, because retelling gonna be a very basic and effective step for any good English speaker, beginners. Trust me, you are doing something the same as my daughter does, and I'm sure that she is on the way to becoming a better spoken Chinese speaker. Okay, better Chinese speaker, just through retelling practice, because she keeps retelling all the time. And this is something I told you guys yesterday evening on my English channel, and you can have try there by yourself. So you need to have different steps and need to build up your ability step by step. Build up your ability, build up your spoken English step by step. You should have a very good schedule. But you need time and effort. You need to be patient. Time means you need to be patient. You cannot have that ability within several months, maybe 1 year. Thinking about your kids. Can you kids speak very good Chinese within 1 year, or 2 years, or 3 years? And I'm sure never. Even your kids is at her kindergarten, they cannot speak out their Chinese very fluently with, good logic, or organize his Chinese in a good way. No, not exactly. Only when they are in the primary school and they just they keep doing a lot of retelling practice, introducing, describing, and they can do something like much more easier. So my suggestion is, have you ever tried retelling? Retelling, everything happens on you. Okay, the very easy stuff. Even you just go to the groceries and you meet one of your old friends there, but you didn't wear the makeup, and you felt regretted for it. Oh my gosh, I wear makeup every day. Okay, but not today. But today I met one of my old friends. You know that. Okay, she was my husband's ex. Okay, and I should wear makeup, but I didn't. So you can just retell the whole process. Okay, have you ever tried to describe something like, oh gosh, actually, I made this concoction by myself, and I add some orange juice in it, and I add some tan in it, and I add some sugar into it, and then I got this concoction, and I add some lemonade into it, and so you just keep describing this concoction you made by yourself. And have you ever tried any describing practice, retelling practice, describing practice, and introducing practice? Now, let me introduce you something about this cough drop. You know that is orange flavor. It's very effective and it works well on me. Whenever I feel like coughing there, and I will take one tablet and I hold it there in my mouth for several seconds, several minutes until it melts there in my mouth, and I felt released a lot more. So when you have a cough, do have this cough job. This is called 金国饮. Okay, and have you ever tried to make an introduction? If you have never tried a retelling practice, a describing practice, or introducing practice, what will you do for a better English speaker? What will you do? You tell me there. You're just dreaming. I must be a good English speaker, and I think tomorrow I gonna practice my spoken English. I'm trying to find a good topic, a very deep topic. What about AI? Whether AI will replace human being in the future? I will talk. No. Maybe AI topic. This topic gonna be too much complicated, and I will choose a much more easier topic. What about okay? Think economic. Okay, the slowing down. Okay, economy nowadays maybe is a good topic. I'm gonna talk about the situation all over the world. But oh no, not all over the world. All over the world is too big. Oh, now I'm gonna talk something about the economy here in China, not China, in my city. And you are daydreaming again, hi my friends. You don't just start from those topics. It's beyond your capability. I'm sorry. Why? Oh, it's too bright. You know that the moment I opened my eyes, oh my gosh, it's very bright. 梦醒了. Okay. Okay. Good evening. Thank you very much for listening to Richie. So, start from some very basic practice which you should undergo. 你需要 experience 经历的. Okay. Maybe this easy practice you still feel like very challenging, I'm sure. Because you never try to speak up your English. No, speak out your English. So try it out there. Brave enough. Okay. Welcome to Rich's English channel. Hi, good evening. 到底加了多少东西? I don't know. I bought it, 战斗士. I bought it, okay, in the supermarket this afternoon. When we were there, me and my daughter, we went to the supermarket after her joining class. And I need to, you know that. I need to avoid. And I needed to give her some award just for her good job there. So I bought a lot of delicious food for her. Let me scroll up and read your message there. Thank you very much. 石头，你说的是啥? I don't know what I'm talking about here, actually. I forgot. I'm speaking English here. Stone. Good evening. Welcome to Rich's English channel. Hello, if this is your first time ever get on Rich's English channel, call me Richie. I am an English teacher. And here I want to be your good English partner. And I want to share, every piece of my experience. When I'm learning English there. When I'm teaching English here with you guys on my English channel. So, call me Richie. I am an English teacher, but I don't teach here. I just want to keep myself speaking English here. And all through my English channel, I'm creating this immersive English environment for you guys. Get used to this English environment before you take your accents to something details. Do it. I'm being here, okay? Welcome, thank you very much. 哎，老师你真能说，没办法呀。OK， you know that I'm an introvert. 爱戴，我是一个 introvert. An introvert need to find something to release himself. Actually, I'm doing something like this, releasing myself by being a chatterbox here on my English channel. So, you need a chatterbox for good English, of good English. And I am the one. So there is a need, and there is a need. And then what is it? Okay. Okay. An English partner indeed is an English partner in need. Okay. This is a good saying. An English partner in need is an English partner indeed is an English partner in need. Okay, welcome to our English channel. 我在胡说八道 I'm talking nonsense here. Somebody asked me, what did you say there? I was talking nonsense, and I am. A little bit. Thank you very much. Good evening. Hi, yeah, keep showing me your likes if it's possible. I'm going to show you myself the likes which I need here from my English channel. Second, please, my friend, show myself the likes I need here on my English channel. It's very interesting. Talking with you guys is the most interesting part of my life, actually. Thank you very much. 戴眼镜的猫猫，新来到直播间的朋友们，欢迎你们 ，Welcome， 谢谢你们的关注，谢谢你们的粉丝灯牌。没有亮粉丝灯牌的朋友们，大家可以if you got a 10 cents， 如果you got a 1毛 ，you can send me, can donate me in a fun sign here, tapping the yellow heart button. Thank you very much. Don't forget to join our community. 大家新来的朋友亮了粉丝灯牌的时候，一定要惦记着一件事儿，就是去我的首页加一下我的粉丝群。粉丝群里有一个非常非常棒的有效的一个英语练习，我觉得是非常的就是有效的，因为很多朋友他们都经历过了，目前还在经历。但是老朋友们，我刚才说的这一点一定要记住。我给大家敲了一个警钟，其实就是我讲我女儿在不断的描述介绍她学校里发生的事情的这个过程，就是一个人训练自己口语能力的一个过程。因为我们需要从简单的转述开始，转述别人的话。大家为什么记得在我们的中学课本里有一个训练吗？就是 direct speech and indirect speech， 直接英语和间接英语，这个就是转述。如果你不能做到复述的时候 then 做转述。其实转述和复述呢没有什么差别，但是又有差别。转述就是直接把他说的话原封不动的变一变人称 pronouns， 然后来说出来，这个要容易很多。This is called， 大家还记得 yesterday I talked a lot about regressive and progressive training， 退阶训练和进阶训练嘛。如果直播间的新朋友们在，老朋友们也在的话啊，老朋友新朋友，我告诉大家，大家总是不知道如何练自己的口语的话，一定要会退阶进阶。我说到的退阶的一点就是第一步你要开始做一个转述，当然转述前你需要做的扎实的基本功是哪个？扎实的基本功是什么？重要的事情来了，扎实的基本功是我们粉丝群里边那个1分钟的打卡训练，你必须把它做到扎实。这个扎实我先从它说起来啊。I got several minutes for you guys， 我快速的给大家说一下 and then tomorrow morning maybe I've gonna explain it in details。 我们的训练的第一步就是我们的对语言对这个音的熟悉敏感，对这个语言的熟悉和敏感。对语言的熟悉和敏感是从哪里开始的呢？是从它的音调节奏，或者我们倒过来说节奏调调和音开始的，因为节奏是一个语言的灵魂。为什么有的人说的英语就是像，是因为他节奏掌握的好。大家把这个话听着很简单，但是一定要记牢了。为什么有人说的英语像英语，是因为他节奏好，调调够准，发音其次是发音可以清楚才能，而并不是你发音好了你英语说的就会像了，这个没有太大的直接关系，你的节奏好了才更像英语。 So 节奏音调然后发音，这个练习是你前期必须做准备的，因为它会给你带来的一个收益是怎样呢？ You gotta be sensitive to this language， 你会对这个语言很敏感， 然后这是第一。第二，你会对这个语言很灵活，你的舌头会很灵活。当你具备了这两个特点的时候，你也就是说有一个肌肉记忆了，还有一个大脑的听觉的记忆了。这时候你再大刀阔斧的去开展，怎么开展都不会偏航。Okay, this is something really matters. Keep note. Okay, you should take notes here. Yes, this is the first step, like the 1 minute English practice in our community. About that 1 minute English practice in our community got a different levels. You at least have 4 levels there. The first level is okay, like the beginners when the first when they got into our community first time and they try to do the practice or English practice. Okay, let me imitate their spoken English. Your name will do. If you don't, can I adopt the dog? If the owner don't claim the dog in 48 hours, and then you can apply for adoption. This is a very basic level. A lot of friends in our community, yes, they have this level as a beginner. And after 1 month, they will get to another level like this. Your name will do. If you don't, can I adopt the dog? If the owner don't claim the dog in 48 hours, then you can apply for adoption. Much more fluent, but still, using a lot of his own way to speak English. But I can tell he's trying his best to imitate something. And then go to the third level. The third level gonna be maybe another 1 month later. Your name will do. If you don't, can I adopt the dog? If the owner don't claim the dog in 48 hours, then you can apply for adoption. Good. Very good. Actually, you can do a very good job there. Because you can do a good mimicking job. Speak quite like the characters there in the in the conversation, but you still need to make it a little bit better. What's the fourth level? And the fourth level gonna be something more about being natural. I mean a natural performance like this. Hey, your name will do. If you don't, can I adopt the dog? If the owner don't claim the dog in 48 hours, then you can apply for adoption. This is gonna be the fourth step, the fourth level. You can tell that the third level, you are doing a good job, but you sound like you are mimicking. I can tell that you are mimicking because you say, if you don't, can I adopt the dog? If the owner don't claim the dog in 48 hours, then you can apply for adoption. You're doing a good job, but it's a little bit unnatural. You have to relax when you are performing your English there. Relax a little bit, and then you're gonna make it like, if you don't, can I adopt the dog? If the owner don't claim the dog in 48 hours, then you can apply for adoption. You can tell the difference, right? So this is the difference. So the last step or the highest level of your good dubbing job gonna be your natural performance, whether you have good pronunciation, stress and intonation, rhythm and flow, and natural performance as well. Let me tell you, natural performance is really, really a symbol, a something telling us, perfect. Okay. So this is something about your dubbing job there. Okay. And then, 这是你的第一步。你需要做基本功的训练，才能进到下一个点上。下一个点上 keep going. You need to practice your 直接言语和间接言语，这是你最简单的一个训练。Somebody said, he was, somebody says he is. And then somebody says, I don't, I am. And these are all 转述。Okay. Indirect speech and direct speech, you have to practice. And then, you move to something challenging. That's going to be retelling. Retelling, summarize the 1 minute English in your own words and try to retell it to somebody else. You just only need to do the, easiest part, like summarize the 1 minute English and keep retelling. You need to know fluency is much more better than accuracy. You need to practice your fluency. But one more thing, and it's even more important, okay? That's the pronunciation, the speaking skills, pronunciation, stress and intonation, rhythm and flow. You have practiced and you have gained from your dubbing job, whether you can use them freely in your retelling practice. You have to guarantee. 关键的一点，在你复述的时候，你是不是能用你练过的配音里边那些模仿过的那些所有的音调，能自然的运用到你的 retell 过程当中去，你才叫成了。同样，最后的标准就是是不是自然。记住，我们一切的标准都是是不是自然，不要让人听出来你是有模仿的痕迹。Like, if you don't, can I adopt the dog? If the owner don't claim the dog in 48 hours, then you can apply for adoption. 这个会有一点点模仿的痕迹。You make it, you need to relax. 再自然一点。If you don't, can I adopt the dog? If the owner don't claim the dog in 48 hours, then you can apply for adoption. OK. 这个是需要你做的一个标准。你的 retelling 也是这样子。OK, it's something about retelling practice. 做一个转述训练。总结完了转述，总结完了转述。OK, 当你把这个5步做好的话，第3步转述做好的话，当然这个过程当中不光有转述，还有描述，还有介绍的训练，都你需要有到的练到的。OK, 你可以变着花样的来，比如说这个1分钟的对话，我可以做一个转述，我可以做一个介绍，我可以做一个描述，都可以。我看到的，在这个视频当中 ，Today Alexander, OK, dressed up beautifully. 他穿的特别漂亮。And because he is invited to the stewards, 因为他邀请来他家做客，你可以做这样的描述，都可以。这看你怎样去练了。这时候你的想象力就发挥了作用了。一个人英语的好坏和你的想象力有很大的关系。如果你想象力够好的话，你能联系到很多单词，你能够错综复杂的把它们联系到一起。硬联系到一起，然后你就一下子就记住很多。如果是说你能够有很好的想象力，在你练习口语的环境当中，你能够变法的练自己，这种练自己叫什么呢？进阶的训练。给你个简单的内容，你会有100种方法来进阶的用它去练东西。OK, 于此过程当中，不要忘了要保持阅读，因为阅读是要扩展你的面儿。你的词汇量啊，你的句子啊，你的深度的话题啊之类的，你要有了解。然后这个过程是有的，因为你需要有东西来 support 来支撑着你练的这些东西。刚刚我说的这些训练，其实说俗了，都是你肌肉记忆基本功的一些训练。你只有把这些玩溜了，差不多你能跟我是这样子自由的这样说这样，而且还能随时的保证你的语音语调不会被人带跑了。大家会考虑的一个问题 Richie, 你每天在我们的粉丝群里听那么多的作业，你的英语不会被带偏了吗？你们说我什么时候被你们带偏过？我不仅随时的能模仿你们的音，我还能随时的把它纠正过来，然后随时的展示出来什么是好的，什么是你应该是怎样做的。我怎么可能会被你带偏呢？所以只有你能做到这些的时候，这些基本功的时候，才能你叫 OK。然后我再告诉大家，我们要做的事情就是如此之类的事情。然后如果涉及到更高的级的英语 ，This is not a good place for you to stay with。如果你想要更高阶的，首先第一，你想想你有没有做到我刚刚说的这些。如果你做到的话，你一定要去更高级的一些英语的场所，然后去练英语。Richie 就不能帮助你什么了。OK， 我只能帮到这里了。OK， 但是我相信 OK， 还在模仿阶段，灵气语书。我们粉丝群里有很多朋友做的是不错的，然后给你们大大的赞，然后也希望你们能做得更好，然后比我更好，我很开心会如果能帮到你们些许，然后当然我觉得我很有价值嘛，就是这样子来觉得。OK， 好，keep going here。所以如果任何人没有 你想成为一个优秀的口语说，你都没有练过什么转述、什么复述、什么描述、什么介绍这些方面的口语训练，你的 fluency， 然后我觉得很难被发掘出来。然后你一味的追求谈一些话题，你看这个话题就想练的，你练不出来，就像小孩子一样，一个小孩子，一个小孩子，你家孩子3、5岁，你给他一个话题，来吧，今天谈论一下这个话题，明天谈论一下那个话题，他做不到。如果他想做到了，会把他逼疯的，他兴趣就没了，笨笨堪堪的，他也联系不到，思维逻辑也没那么强。然后你可能思维逻辑有那么强，但是你说不出来，你的灵活度没有，你的舌头、你的嘴巴、你的内容的灵活度也没有，会把你一下子就拒之门外了。所以你应该从你能够做得了的。很多人然后不以为然，他觉得他英语很好了，事实上让他做一个描述，让他做一个转述介绍，他都做不好，何谈你英语好呢？所以从这点来说，有些基本功，你想想自家孩子是怎样经历来的，你就知道是怎样经历的，是要通过这些东西来压一下你的基础哈。Fluency is more important than articulate than accuracy。丫把它换成 accuracy， 就是精准，流利度要比精准度更好。哎呀，这个退出重建是有很多人卡了，我今天好卡顺其自然，好像不卡呀，我一直在看着自己的这个，监督着自己的这个，还好不卡。好啊，卡不卡的就这样子了，我留一下大家的内容，然后 OK， it's gonna be the time for a goodbye。 飞翔没有词汇量也可以听吗？飞翔，然后我不知道你说的没有词汇量是没有多少词汇量，是没有10000个词汇量，还没有8000个词汇量啊？OK， tell me， 飞翔是没有10000个，是没有 10,000， 还是没有 8,000？ 对，景妈是这样，景妈你理解的非常棒，做不到复述就转述，就很简单。He said， 然后这样子一个劲儿的说。但是有的人你没有，我很多，我直接告诉大家啊，有的朋友英语很好了，说的很不错了，然后就是磨音磨上，但是一让他说的时候，转述的时候，哎呀，他的脑子还是跟不上，时态一会儿这错了，一会儿那错了，人称一会儿这错了，一会儿那错了，因为他从来没练过，这个练几次就好了哈。薅羊毛超值，1毛钱的粉丝灯牌可以加粉丝群。先说咱们还有没有地儿吧，丫，我觉得应该没地儿了。OK， 谢谢大家的粉丝灯牌，谢谢大家的关注。亲爱的朋友们，又到了我们下播说再见的时候了。谢谢你们的聆听，耽误大家周末和家人团聚，享受轻松时刻的时间了。那就罚我明天早晨再来吧。OK， 明天早上我会在大家上班的时间，早高峰的时间陪伴大家的。好，今天就到这里了。I want to say goodbye to you guys. Having a fantastic Sunday evening with your family and with yourself. Bye bye, my dear friends. Good luck. Bye bye.